Tony Todd. Oh, finally. Hello. It's working now. Oh my goodness. I was like so afraid it wasn't going to work right.
Did I tell you that it was game 2 tonight of the NBA Finals? And I wanted to give you my time and love when it comes 20 minutes before game time. I'm on that roll. All right? Go Lakers.
Okay.
Laker
Okay.
Nation. All right. All right.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
All
What's
right.
happening?
Yeah, they're glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. Thank you again for doing this. I know you're such a busy man, and we definitely got those Lakers coming. So try to,
night,
make it as fun as possible.
Yeah. Listen, you know how I do. You got to give support to people that deserve the respect and support and continue horror noir, continue the soulful funk in the world of the weird and renowned.
So, I mean, how have you been going, through this whole COVID thing? Like, what have you learned? You learned any new talents? Because a lot of my friends that have been stuck in the house start drawing, start being carpenters, start singing. Anything new you've discovered, a new talent?
Yeah, well, you have to readapt. So, of course, I try to put my art into other things. I've been working on a promising autobiography with my dear friend Gregory Van Voorhees, who's a teacher out of a school in Bronx. I love his kids. I love teaching, and I want to get back to that in real life. And I've been writing, and I've been working. I've been fortunate to do a lot of voiceovers and a lot of funky, fun new projects, and one with Bernard J. Rose, who I just got off the phone with. So excited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds, you've been very busy.
Well, I've been not as busy as I would have been if we had the right instruction and done the right thing at the beginning of this damn pandemic, okay? I mean, who wouldn't have been more busy? This 2020 sounded so promising, just the name alone, but 2020, like that. But anyway, here we are, and we're all readapting, and we're all surviving, and everybody's listening hasn't killed a partner or killed themselves or hurt a cat or slit a horse's throat. So we're in this planet together. That's all I got.
Yeah, I definitely hear you, man. It's been crazy, but in the craziness, I've developed some new things and some new talents that I have. So it's something good just came out of it, and part of it is actually sitting in front of you.
Name 2 of your secret talents.
Well, I can draw. I was born with that natural talent.
Excellent.
And I have the ability to talk to people, strangers, get to know them. I found more that I'm able to do that. It's something I had to learn because I'm afraid to talk to people. I have
this is forcing us all to come out of whatever shell, inhibition box, square box, triangular box that we've all been trapped in. This is the new we and you, all right? Everybody is a completely changed person from this time exactly 1 year ago in so many ways. And all this means is that we have survived and figured out a way how to cope. Because if we couldn't cope, oh my God, it would be a massive horror movie. I'm coping. Trust me, I'm coping.
Speaking of great talents, throughout your career, I mean, if someone hears your voice, they automatically know. And even if they don't even see you, see your face, it's like as soon as they hear it, it's like, that's Tony Todd. That it's such a recognizable voice. And how does that make you feel? Like, no matter what you do, what you say, it's like you're so iconic. You're like legendary.
Well, I'm not. No, that's hard to take while one is alive. Okay, I mean, I just work. I love what I do. I've been blessed to do it. For every one of me, there's 1,000 people, half of them equally as talented, that didn't figure out a way how to combine training, technique, being in the right place at the right time, and having, a resolve that's unbreakable. Because whatever you're supposed to do, it's not going to necessarily happen in 15 minutes, but it's going to happen at the time just before the baking is done. So I'm honored that, I got a lot of hobbies. I paint, I make models, I cook a lot. Just got my new air fryer. I'm going to be tearing some panko coated zucchinis up soon for halftime. Maybe a little chicken wing too. I ain't gonna lie. It's Friday. It's chicken wing Friday with some habanero sauce, mango.
Man, that sounds delicious. Is that where you're gonna
Uh,
make? You have that already
that's
done right now?
Yeah, I pre-planned. Yeah, it's simple. You know, you slice.
Oh,
I got a brand new crustanet knife, which is incredible. It's just, oof, you know, even if you cut your finger off, you wouldn't feel it until the blood was spitting all over my cats.
I didn't know you were such a comedian. What? I mean, I know you worked, oh my goodness, you've done, it feels like a gazillion movies. From when you started to now, what have you noticed change, especially in the horror industry? Because you do a lot of horror, suspense, and thriller. You also, I mean, you've done theater, you've done drama, you've done television. I mean, you are all over the map. But have you seen a difference from when you first started in the 80s or maybe before until now when it comes to
Well,
horror?
no, the first time I set foot on the film was in 1986 in Platoon, you know, which changed
Hmm.
my life and everybody else's life. Shout out to Paul Sanchez, Forrest Whitaker, Keith David. Anyway, brothers in arms. But
Hmm.
what I've noticed the most is that there's more people that look like me on the set. You know, when I first started, if there was another black co-star on it, that was such a rarity. Usually that'd be designated to an extra, and there was definitely nobody of color on the crew. Okay, even throughout the 90s. Now it's starting to shift, and some of the positions that don't take brain surgery necessarily, but have always been passed along, are shifting and giving more people an opportunity to tell stories. And all of us have a story inside, whether we know it or not.
Wow. Words of wisdom from Tony Todd. Thank you so
Well,
much.
no, I mean, it's what I see. I've seen a lot of stuff on
Yeah.
sets. I've done 200 projects, and you know, but all actors need to just connect with the director and the writer, give respect to the
Hmm.
words, try to fill out the director's vision, and then add a little bit of yourself. Actors should think of themselves as a spice on an already prepared meal. So if the story is good and the director knows different camera angles and techniques, you add the right amount of spice and what kind of spice, you know? Comedy
Yeah.
takes the picos, you know?
Hmm. So what inspired,
Soul,
like
soul,
what,
soul, soul takes Dixie fry. You know what I mean?
so what inspired you to even start acting? Is there a
Uh,
person or
well,
a movie
a
you've
lot of
seen?
a
And
lot of things. I grew up poor in the ghetto, Hartford, Connecticut, and you know, me and my aunt watched movies every night. That started the visual thing, and I didn't want to go to jail, and and I figured out my path. I got in high school. I think I was arrested once. I wasn't even. We weren't even still in the car. For some reason, we were on the rooftop of a chicken factory on Sim Street. All right, just being a bunch of 11-year-old knuckleheads. We said, "What we gonna do now that we on the rooftop?" Wish we had a carton of eggs so we could throw it at cars, you know, dumb stuff. But thank God they didn't give me 10 years for that. So
oh,
uh,
well,
hey,
I'm glad they
it's
didn't.
happened. It's happened. Okay.
Yeah. So, people recognize you from, Night of the Living Dead. And if I remember, the very first time I interviewed you was at Monsterpalooza, and that was probably 5 years ago. I'm not
Mm.
sure, 100% sure. And Night of the Living Dead, I think, do you think that when you did that movie, it propelled you to like, this is exactly what it is, like who I am as an actor?
Well, it was one of my first films. I knew who I was as an actor from theater and stuff, you know. That's my
Hmm.
first love, being on stage. Done three August Wilson plays, including originating one of them, the great Ella Joyce, King Hedley II. I knew it was my first dipping my toe into the horror role, into the world. And and I remember seeing Dwayne Jones at a drive-in theater in Connecticut and in East Hartford. And it blew my mind because there was a man that wasn't necessarily Sidney Poitier that was doing something that I felt was immediate, you know, immediate in terms of saving people and saving himself also. So yeah, it was opening, and Tom Savini and I have been friends for life because of that. So,
Oh,
but
that must.
you know, I didn't go out saying, oh, I want to be in the horror realm, I want to be in the comedy realm, I want to be in the drama realm. I just want to be an actor in service to the material, and whatever dice comes up, that's what it is.
Exactly. Um, since I mean we don't have like a bunch of time because you played so many iconic roles, but
Well, let's talk about what's
Candyman.
out. Let's talk about what's out right now, okay? You said you were going to see Immortal, and you said you were going to put up a review about that. I mean, that's what
I
I'm proud of right
actually
now.
actually I did do it, and I'm going to edit that tomorrow. I did do it.
Anyway,
Okay,
folks,
let's talk about Immortal. Okay,
It's on Prime Video.
it's on.
I'm really proud of this work. You go on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, I think we're 86%. Some of the best reviews I've ever gotten, and I don't know why people are sleeping on it. And I'm about to sign off
You know,
unless people guarantee me that they're going to check out Immortal.
okay, check out Immortal, everybody. It's on Amazon Prime. It is so worth it. I didn't even know about it until you told me, and I sat down and
You see?
analyzed and everything.
That's
And oh
that's
my
because
goodness.
there's something wrong with the distribution system right now in cinema, okay?
Hmm.
Particularly for films uh, that don't look like, you know, whatever. Anyway, so
But
we're gonna
it
fix it
was
because in the
really
long run, it's gonna have attention. But I don't want to wait that long because in the long run, I might be on the coast of Madrid or Croatia or the Maldives, you know, with no internet. Turn that stuff off.
hmm
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it for checking it out. I don't want to
yeah.
cry. Don't make a grown man cry. But we put a lot of good work in that film.
That
Whew.
it was really good. It was a different type of story. It was kind of the cross between the Final Destination and X-Men. It was like if you had the ability of something to keep living, to change something, but something happens to you where you or have the you can live but you don't even know, like something happens to you and you find out you could keep living. What changes would you make? Would you change the story? Would you make different decisions? And sometimes it just left the character right there. I think from Chelsea, the first story, Chelsea, um it was a big twist. I did not
Dylan
think
Baker.
it would change. I was kind of like, well, wait, that's kind of messed up. Give your trust into a teacher, and then it
Yeah,
really changed
don't give
the
away.
story to
Don't give
that.
away. Don't give it. Let people see it. All right. Otherwise,
Okay, it's so it's
they can
okay.
get a clip
I won't
notes and
I
say,
won't say
okay, I know
anymore.
what it's about. Yeah, let's move on. But uh,
But
yeah.
definitely watch
And
them
then wait a
all.
minute. Next week we got Tales from the Hood 3 coming out, directed by Rusty Cuniff and starring the
Mhm.
wonderful young actress from Toronto, Sage Steele. Love her to death, and then that's getting some good preliminary reviews too.
Yeah,
And of
I'm
course,
excited
we're
for
all
that one.
missing the fact that the elephant in the room, Candyman, directed by Nia
Yeah.
DaCosta, written and produced by
Yes.
Jordan Peele, was supposed to drop on October 16th. But because some of us didn't behave ourselves, we now gotta wait until next damn year, which is just gonna make Candyman more pissed off than ever. Okay? And they're gonna make him take off his headphones. Don't make him take off his headphones, all right? And don't say my name.
I'm terrified.
You shouldn't be. It's a beautiful thing. Next year.
But it's such a sad thing that it didn't come out this year. It was like one of the most
Well,
anticipated films like to come out. But
it's
unfortunately,
everybody's lost something this year, so none of
yeah.
us are taking it personal. It is what it is. But whoever thought that the dice would still be rolling, you know? So we all
Hmm.
got to take care of ourselves. You know, I don't care where you're at
Definitely.
politically, but just take care of ourselves. Be kinder, and I'll get all the things we've missed: water parks, casinos. You
Yeah,
like
theme
theme
parks,
parks? You like that
malls.
kind of thing? Strip clubs? I personally don't do that, but I know a lot of owners. Um, you know, live music. Personally, I like blues bars and jazz bars. Just,
Mm.
anyway, we'll get back.
Well,
We'll get it back
well,
because there's no other choice.
definitely. We will. We will. Next year would be like we'll be back getting strong again, back into the
Yes.
theaters, back into everything. So just patience. We all need patience. So here we are.
Patience.
But
Fearlessness.
um, but you know, not only do you act, you know, does acting in television, you do, you know, voiceovers in video games as well. And I remember playing, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I was like, I know him. I mean, it was just so awesome because it looks exactly like you. It,
That was,
the
yeah,
character.
they filmed you with 260 cameras, you know. I had to say, I never said motherfucker more than any other time in my life on that thing. And I'm a gamer myself, so I played the whole
Oh
campaign
wow.
just to see. I think I said motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker at least 25 times. Motherfucker.
So what other games do you play?
Well, right now I'm into sports big time. So I got my
Oh.
Madden booted up. No matter what happens
Hmm.
to the real Lakers and Heat tonight, I'll fix that when it's over and blow them out 5 times in a row just to prove it. I like the Blades of Shishimi. That's a really good game. You know, very visual,
Oh.
very Kurosawa. So,
Oh, okay. I've played plenty of Call of Duties, and
hmm,
Borderlands is like my thing now. So a lot of
okay.
shooting games. Yeah,
Do you
I'm
like
pretty good,
do you,
I believe.
do you like virtual reality?
You know, I tried it once when it
Yeah.
first came out, like when it was the
No.
whole big thing, and I tried it about
Okay.
5 years ago, and I
No.
couldn't
No.
even get past the zombies.
No. When the new PS5 comes out, there's going to be a new adjustment, and I've already seen a prototype, and it's going to blow your mind. As long as you're not paranoid or schizo or worried about being alone in the dark or anything like that, I might even have a game coming out for it soon. You never know.
Oh, snap. That's it. See, everybody got to get a PS5 now. You have to.
It's
So,
your choice.
as an actor, have you ever been discouraged, like something wasn't going right for you, and you were just like, oh, you know, like
Well,
that down?
yeah,
Because everybody has their moments. Yeah.
well, actors deal with rejection all the time. When I was a young actor starting out, you know, it would take 7 auditions to get one. Then I went through a phase where it was 1 in 5. Then I dropped down to 1 in 12. And now, you know, we just wait for offers to come in. But you have to be able to deal with, particularly if it's a part that you really want, that you know you can do, and they say no because of whatever reason that has nothing to do with you. You got to just readapt. You can't cry in your hot chocolate. You know, you gotta treat yourself with respect. And when it happens, it'll happen. And no matter what profession you are, just be the best, be prepared, and be full of God conscious heart.
You're absolutely right. You really are. I mean, there was moments where I just wanted to quit because I felt like I should have been at this level already. But
Yeah.
since I started this podcast or YouTube, Horror Movies and Beyond, I learned a lot about myself. Patience is one. And the worst thing someone could say is no. And it's not the end of the
That's it.
world. You know, you just
No, it's not.
keep going.
You keep saying yes to yourself, you know,
Mm,
and have faith. Faith. So it works wonders.
definitely. And you know, from the very first, you know, I was Nerdtastic Girl when I started. And, you know, when I went up to you at Monster Palooza and you gave me a few minutes of your time and you had a line of people waiting for your autograph, you gave me a few minutes to talk to me, I felt like, okay, this is something I wanted to do. And many
Good.
years later, I'm sitting here with you again. It's just like, it doesn't feel real. I
It
feel
is
like
real, but you
honored.
know what? That
Yeah.
makes me feel special because you remember the moment, and you know that's how I roll. I used to be a teacher, so I remember when I first got my master's. I returned to my hometown of Hyford, and before I went to New York, I wanted to spend a year volunteering teaching. So they gave me a list of troubled students, incorrigibles, dastardly dudettes, they called them. And I said, "You guys want to try some theater?" And for a year and a half, every day from 5 to 8, these dedicated students, William, Faith, Morgina, all of you. I love you all my heart because they made me stronger and more confident. And they never missed a single class, never missed a single day. So there was something magical in doing what we do that incorporates trust, patience, faith, and resilience, you know, and out of that comes a beautiful sculpture, and I'll never forget. So
A
that's
lot
probably
of
how
a
I
lot of
end my career.
a lot of creators look up to actors like you, especially, you know, me as a woman of color and you as a man of color. It's like when you see someone actually have to really, you know, you had to really push to get to where you are. Like you said, it just didn't happen. You had to be at the right time, be there at the right time and work very hard to get where you are to now. It's like almost everyone, if not everyone, know who you are, voice and your abilities of what, you know, being a great actor, you know, and it's just such an honor and to sit here to talk to you and hear your all the insight. Like it's like learn
Yeah.
now I'm like more pumped and all, you know, these people that are watching are probably like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm so motivated to do so many things. And
Well, that would
there's
make me
not enough
happy.
thanks for that.
Well, you know, I'm a proud parent first. Shout out to Alexander and Ariana. I love you to pieces. Um, yeah, so there we go. So what time is it? Because I think I dropped my
It
watch
is
somewhere. Because it's
it
liquor
is actually
time. There's liquor. This is for
it's actually
Mama
5:30. So
mentality. Okay? God bless you, Kobe. Mm.
yeah, yeah. And you, so actually we could end it here, of course, because I was, you know, I know you have, you know, hardcore Laker fan, and I wanted to keep it as a minimum. So, thank you so much for this
Uh,
opportunity.
I see some of the names scrolling up there. Some of you I recognize. Shout out to all of you. I love you
Oh my
all. I
goodness, it's
hope
like
you're all
so many
surviving.
people.
Power, purpose, popularity. God bless you all. Stay safe yourself. Okay?
And make sure you
Love and
guys
respect.
watch Immortal. Make sure you watch Immortal. It is really, really good, and really like pay attention. Don't be doing anything. Just sit down and watch it.
And
And there you got to
Kobe,
the character. Okay, I won't say anything, but the character Ted and Mary, those two characters.
Robin
Oh my
Johnson.
goodness,
Kobe.
my heart, my heart. You're
I
a
love you
phenomenal
guys.
actor.
All right.
All right, you have a good time. Thank you so much.
Hey, be in touch. And when you post that, make sure you put it on my feed, okay?
I definitely.
All right.
All
All right.
right, you
God
have a
bless
good
you,
night.
folks. Have
Thank
a
you so
good
much.
night. All right. Peace. Happy Halloween.